I am sharing with you 26 things to declutter in 2026. These are items that I've thought of and are decluttering currently in my home because they are no longer necessary or needed. So take what you can, take a few minutes here and there every day this month if you can, and declutter something in your home. A great time to purge, declutter, get rid of things in your home. It's also a good time to go thrifting, I've heard, by the way, because everybody's purging. So I like both, but it is also just a great time to reset the home. So these items that I am decluttering for 2026 are actually happening, like I said, right now, and they're not in any particular order. They may not all work for your home, but they definitely work in my home. So here we go with my list of 26 things to declutter in 2026. So first of all, baby's on the floor playing on his little baby mat. So you'll be hearing a bunch of extra little baby noises, which you'll have to just enjoy or excuse. First item, large clothes. So things that don't fit you right. They just are too big. They don't have a nice fit. Toss those out. Second thing that's related to clothing, things that are too small that you're holding on to that you've been keeping from the past when you were a smaller you. So I am postpartum of baby number 4, about 5 months postpartum, and my body shape is different. And I have things from like 2 summers ago or the last summer that I thought I would like to hold on to keep for next summer, but they currently don't fit, and I don't have a lot of room to store it in my 950 square foot home as a family of 6, so I'm going to purge it. And the nice thing about thrifting, and I've loved thrifting for years, is that you can go back and buy new items more affordably or buy some more quality items that will fit you in that next season. So if it doesn't fit you right now, just get rid of it. Number 1 and number 2. Number 3, kids' clothes that are no longer presentable. So this is something that I do keep, like ripped leggings for play out in our backyard or when we go to a friend's farm to play and get muddy. But when the holes are so big that they're getting cold in the winter, toss them, get rid of them. I would not even donate those because most people don't want to buy ripped out knee leggings from a thrift store, and it's not worth it. So get rid of clothing that are not presentable or shirts that are so stained up that you do not feel comfortable taking your children out in public in those clothing pieces. All right, number 4 kind of goes with the clothing item, are holey socks. So socks get worn out and they go pretty quickly, I feel like, if you wear several throughout 1 week, because I don't keep a lot of socks on hand, so they can get worn. And if I'm not wearing slippers in the house, they just get worn out. So toss those, buy yourself a nice quality sock. In the winter, I like a nice boot sock or wool sock because we do go outside in the winter months that are fuzzy and warm and that are thicker, and so they do last longer. But get rid of those holey socks and get something nice for yourself. All right, bedding that is stained, has holes, or is worn bare. So I had some sheets that I really liked that they just actually started to get like a stink to it. So this might be TMI, but people sweat when they sleep, right? Okay, so my husband is more of a sweater when he sleeps. I know I have a brother-in-law who really sweats, and so sheets get stained, and if they sleep in the same position all the time, like where the heel is, there's holes that start to wear through. Get a nice quality of bedding and toss those old ones. Either donate them to, you can do pet shelters. If you have your own pet, let them have at it. Or you can donate the sheets to some place that might get more use out of them than you, and just have a nice sheet, because it is nice to get into bed with sheets that don't have holes and your foot catches on it, or sheets that don't stink because they've been sweating so much that nothing gets that out. So get rid of those ugly, nasty sheets that are stained, bare, or holey. All right, cheap or bad buy jewelry. I am at fault at this. I bought some bracelets from Amazon. I do buy things on Amazon, but they were not what I expected. So I'm going to be donating those out of my jewelry repertoire because I have some pieces that I just go to on a regular basis. And these pieces were ones I thought would be fun to go to often. They're just gold little bracelets, and they don't hook on well. They're a claw clasp. I can't do that by myself very well anyways. So I'm getting rid of those, and some earrings that I've had for years that turn my ear holes green. You know, just go through your jewelry if you are a jewelry wearer and get rid of stuff that is not suiting your purposes, or honestly, were a bad buy, because it's taking up space in your home where you could have something better. Old makeup brushes. I am a culprit of this. I have had my makeup brush for 15 years. And I do a poor job of cleaning it out. So it probably is time to purge that. Yes, I know you can clean them regularly, but I will be purchasing new brushes and keeping good care of those. So I'm not all about tossing and getting new all the time. Definitely not. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just that I don't need 6 different makeup brushes when I am a minimal makeup wearer also. I don't wear a whole lot of makeup. I wear eye makeup. I'll put some cover up on here or there with blemishes. Today I don't even have that on, but it's just something that if you have something that is disgusting, you've had it for 15 years, it might be time to invest in something nicer. So I do like to invest in good quality pieces, and so getting rid of those old worn out things is okay. But most of my home furniture is secondhand too, and it's nice having that because we have small children. All right, on to the next thing to get rid of. Nail polishes. Some of the nail polishes that get crusty, they're hard on the bottom, just toss them. Get rid of them. Or if you want to go more natural, find a quality nail polish that you would like, or the nail stickers. Those are really popular right now, and just get rid of that nail polish. Something that's cheaply made that just doesn't even stay on for more than a day, toss that. So I am getting rid of some nail polish. Expired beauty products. For some reason, I feel like I need to keep things that have expired if there's 3/4 of a bottle full. It's okay to donate those to a women's shelter or something else, someplace else, and get rid of those, especially if they're just sitting in my vanity for years, taking up space. Too many mixing bowls or serving bowls. So I'm in the kitchen area now. I tend to enjoy the stone bowls and serving in those, mixing in those. You've seen that if you've watched some of my videos. But over the past year and a half, I've collected probably 6 to 8, and I think that's too many. My cupboards are getting too full. They're bursting at the seams. If it's so hard... Hey, buddy. If it's too hard to separate them out and use them, then I need to get rid of a few. All right, I'm just going to be home baby for a little bit for the next few that I have, or several. Okay, unused kitchen gadgets. So there's things that I may have, like, I can't think of it, a garlic press. If I don't use that, I'm not going to keep it in my repertoire of items that I have. Or some people have containers that are supposed to hold specific items, like avocado holder, a lemon holder, whatever it might be. Get rid of those out of your kitchen space so you can make space for things that are more important in your kitchen. Expired foods. This should be an obvious. So take some time to look through all your canned goods, sauces, things in your fridge, and get rid of those things that are expired. Now, some things do last longer than their expiration date. I am not afraid to use canned goods that are 2 years old. I have my own canned goods that are on the shelf in our food storage area that are from 2022, and I am working my way through those. So it is up to your own accord to decide what you think is best for your family, but if it is something that you won't even eat, just get rid of those. There are some places that do take expired food, but find those locations in your area. Our local food pantry does take expired canned goods by a year because people can eat those. So just go ahead and get rid of those out of your home, especially if you haven't touched them in several years. Junk food. So it is the new year. Goals to eat healthier, to be more physically active, things like that are happening. And yes, I am doing the no sugar again this January. Hillary from Old World Home has inspired me to do this in years past, and my husband and I are doing that this year. So the candies, all the processed cookies, anything that you don't feel like you can resist or that should be in your home, again, donate to the food pantries. Or if it's something that was opened, toss it. It's okay to get those out of your house so you're not tempted to splurge and eat those items. So get rid of that. Okay, puzzles. We got a lot of puzzles lately over the past 6 months, and I am getting rid of some puzzles that are missing pieces, because what fun is it for the kid when several of the pieces are missing and they can't get it completed? So puzzles are something that I keep a few of the 100-piece, a few of the board puzzles. My kids are younger, so we don't have the 300, 500-piece puzzles at this point, but if they are missing a bunch of pieces or even some pieces, I am going to be donating those or doing something different with those. All right, baby's down for a nap, hopefully here. So we're going to start at number 16, which is kids' one-time use papers or crafts. So these are items that they use to fill time, like a coloring page that got ripped out, or Sunday school papers, honestly, that we'll look through when we get home, but then I'll toss it the next week. Just papers that are a time filler, papers you bring to a restaurant for them to color on, just to keep them occupied for a moment. I will keep more sentimental pieces that they worked hard on, a craft of some sort, that they all have a box, all my kids, that they can put items into that they deem are important or that I feel are very special. Number 17, kids' learning books that don't get used. So being a homeschool mom, there are some books that I have purchased or have found at a thrift store or have been gifted to me that I just will never use. So I am going to resell those on Marketplace or somewhere else to a friend who's homeschooling and gift them those, because I don't need to keep them on my bookshelf, because I know bookshelves can fill up quickly when you are a homeschooling parent. Broken toys that will never get fixed. Why do we hang on to things for so long that are broken, knowing for sure that it probably will never get fixed? So some toys we get to and we fix them, but there's other toys that just take so much time. They were $10 and it's going to take longer to fix it than it would be worth your time. So donate those to someone else who wants to fix them or toss them. Candles that do not burn well. So there are candles sometimes that you get that just don't burn evenly, or you thought you would like it and it is not a great scent. We don't do artificial scents in our home. I do a lot of diffusing of essential oils, or I make my own candles because I did that for some DIY Christmas gifts that I've shared on here. I also do buy some more natural scented candles as well, but sometimes candles just burn very unevenly, and so then they don't even burn well. I save them thinking I can scrape that out and figure out how to get it to melt better, but I never do. So get rid of those. Number 20, toxic kitchenware or appliances. I will be getting rid of an electric skillet because the Teflon was scraping off, and I will no longer hopefully be purchasing Teflon. I did get a new electric skillet from my parents for Christmas, so I'll be using that. But that Teflon sure can be something that chips off easily, and if you don't clean it right, we've had ours since we were married about 11 years ago now, and so it was time. Things just aren't made as well as they used to be, so I'm getting rid of those items. If there's anything else in your home, like bowls or plates or things that are plastic that you just want to start purging out, I highly recommend that. I've switched a lot of my glassware storage containers to, plasticware storage containers to glassware storage containers. My kids do not use plastic bowls or plates to eat off of. They use little mason jars for drinking. They use the glass plates like we do, and I just don't keep that plastic around for very much of our kids' stuff, unless there's other families that come in that have little kids that we just don't feel would be safe for them to use. But also stainless steel cups are great for kids too. So think about that, see what you want to purge and get rid of, research what might be in certain items in your home in the kitchen area. 21, stinky or bad shoes. So this came up because my kids' shoes have gotten so wet. Some of their play tennis shoes have gotten so wet that anytime they get just a slight bit of wetness to it, they stink. Or my 2-year-old, when he was potty training in the summer outside, would go potty and it would get in his tennis shoes, and so now it's permanently stinky. So those ones I am not even donating because I don't want someone else to think they're great shoes and they're permanently stinky. So stinky or bad shoes. Broken lawn decor. So this might seem kind of like an odd one, but sometimes I can tend to save like fun little decor for my garden, but it just looks chintzy and it is broken, or it's so rusted and gross that it might have that, you know, old feel to it, but it's actually not worth keeping. So I'm tossing some of those. Other lawn decor, we had a Christmas nativity light up set. It broke and I thought we could fix it. The lights don't fully work on that. We were gifted it, so I'm gonna donate that and hope someone else can get some good use and fix the lights if they wish. Home decor that is not used throughout the year. So I am a thrifter, as you've heard me say, and I do like to purchase home decor that's antique, vintage, in my style, but sometimes I make a bad buy and I buy things that no longer suit our home, or that I just feel like I don't want to use that anymore or haven't used in the past year or so. I'm not going to put it back in my storage bins because it's not worth saving for a what if time. And right now I still have my Christmas decor up. I think this year I'm keeping it up a little bit longer than I have in the past. So when I put my Christmas decor away, I am going to look at that and evaluate what I didn't use, because there are many things I know are in my bins that I have not pulled out. So that kind of leads into seasonal decor, my number 26. Purge that seasonal decor. There are so many beautiful natural decor pieces that you can find. I've shared my spring home decor tour, my affordable fall tours, and thrifty Christmas home, and all these things that you can find on my blog as well, which is daviekillian.com. But purging those totes, when you open them up for that next season, look and see what's in there. See what you haven't used for a few years, or if you've changed out your decor for this year, and donate those. If you are a thrifter or you find things affordably, it's kind of fun to swap things out, but it's also fun to keep those things that are timeless and really beautiful for your home. Like my Christmas decor, I've kept it the same for the past 2 years. 3 years ago I did a little bit different, but it's okay to stay the same, and that way you can just purge what you don't need anymore and less stuff to store. So this 2026 season, I hope you can feel freed of so much stuff in your home. Living simply is really important, and intentional is overused, but having a purposeful home where everything has a place in your home is important. And I'm telling myself this too, because there are items that come into our house that truly probably don't need to be here. So make time to go through your home, even if it takes all year, and figure out what belongs in your home. And I am of the mindset of, we don't need to keep things for the what ifs. I'm not gonna save a twisty tie for the what if I need this. Sure, I save a few to go on other bags of frozen vegetables and stuff, but don't save the things that really have no value for your life or your home and take up valuable real estate, might cause stress. Just be free of those so that you can have a enjoyable 2026 for your home and your life. Hope these were kind of helpful for you, because those are things I have been getting rid of in my home here this January in 2026. So I will talk with you in the next video. Have a blessed and wonderful day, friends.